Dear viewers, Namaskar. Welcome to this edition of News Bulletin. In view of the prevalent COVID conditions, you are requested to adhere to the COVID appropriate behaviors like wearing masks properly, washing hands frequently, maintaining social distancing and avoiding crowded places. SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant pays tribute to Mahatma Gandhi on his birth anniversary. Employees of SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant volunteer to clear Golghar area as part of Swachhata Swabhiman program. And Dharanidhar Nayak, the tribal leader of Keozhar, remembered. Now the news in detail. SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant organized a solemn function near the statue of Mahatma Gandhi at Civic Center Complex on 2nd October 2021 to mark Gandhi Jayanti, the birth anniversary of Mahatma Gandhi, who gave the world the immortal credo of truth, peace and non-violence. The function was held in strict adherence to COVID-19 norms. Mr. A.K. Kundu, ED Mines, Mr. S.R. Suryavanshi, ED Works, Mr. A.K. Pradhan, ED Projects, Mr. P.K. Satpathy, ED P&A, Mr. C.R. Mahapatra, CGM in charge, MM and Marketing, Mr. Praveen Nigam, CGM F&A, and other senior officers of the plant paid floral tributes to the father of the nation. The favorite Ramdhun of Mahatma Gandhi was played to add to the serenity of the event. The program was coordinated by Mr. B.K. Raut, GM in charge, P&HS and SW. In a program organized at Deepika Mahila Jagriti Sangsthan Sector 2, the members of Deepika Mahila Sanghati, including the acting president, Mrs. Harshala Suryavanshi, senior vice president, Mrs. Indrani Kundu, Dr. Sumita Srustidhat Samal, Mrs. Hiranmayi Satpathy, the vice presidents of Deepika Mahila Sanghati, Mrs. Namita Mahapatra, Secretary DMS, and the governing body members paid floral tributes to the Mahatma. It is worth mentioning here, Deepika Hast Kargha, the handloom center set up in line with the vision of the Mahatma, also has its foundation day on 2nd October. A group of employees comprising Mr. Basant Kumar Samal, Senior Technician, SMS2, Captain, Swachhata Swabhiman, Mr. Niranjan Dhal, Senior Technician Pier, Mr. Sushil Sethi, Operator New Plate Mill, and Mr. Vinod Sethi, SOST SMS2, have adopted Golghar area under the Swachhata Swabhiman scheme on SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant. A 21-member committee has been formed involving local volunteers to take care of the Swachhata drive. Different parts of the Golghar area is being taken up for cleaning every Sunday, which is the day fixed for the cleanliness drive. On 26 September, intensive weekly cleaning was taken up between Water Supply Colony and Singhasini Palli. The members, volunteers and residents of the area cleaned the drains, made road and the area litter-free, arranged for the garbage van to dispose of the garbage. Trees were pruned and shrubs and woody plants were chopped off to make the area clean and mosquito-free. They also planted deodar sapling along the roadside for the beautification of the area. Awareness program was also held on dengue, malaria and chikungunya by the members of the committee. It is worth mentioning here that the Swachhata Swabhiman scheme primarily aims at inculcating the habit of sanitation and neatness amongst the inhabitants of the township and also to get them acquainted with COVID-appropriate behaviors. The scheme is based on quarterly competition to be held in two categories, that is Swachhata groups and individual participants. As a part of the Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav celebrations, SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant is presenting a series of news on the freedom fighters of Orissa, some well-known and some lesser-known. Today's personality is Dharanidhar Nayak, the tribal leader of Keozhar. Dharanidhar Nayak was born on 5th May 1864 at a remote tribal village, Kusumita, 30 kilometers from Keozhar. The high school educated and trained surveyor from Cuttack Service School worked in a Keoghar state secretariat. This was the time when the king and the bureaucrats of Keoghar, backed by the Britishers, were exploiting the tribals. The growing dissatisfaction shaped the Vuya uprising in Keoghar. Those who protested were sent to gallows. It was at this time that Dharani came to the forefront and led the revolt known as Dharani Meli. Dharani, however, lost the fight and was imprisoned at Cuttack Central Jail. After coming out of jail, he did not return to Keoghar. He spent rest of his life in a hermitage near the palace of Owl King Banki Mohana Puri till he died at the age of around 50. With this, we wrap up today's news bulletin. Namaskar.